I love It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. I make a point to watch it every year.
You know, it's like Frank Capra. I wrote part of my master's thesis on Frank Capra. And in 1945, when he did It's a Wonderful Life, it was the very first movie in motion picture history where the villain got away with it. And it was so controversial for so many years after that because, you know, when Hollywood was born originally and you made movies, it was always about the villain does something horrible, but the villain gets his comeuppance and he goes to jail or something bad happens to him. And Mr. Potter, who was the villain in this film, got away with it.
It's a problem on a lot of levels. It didn't seem like it was at the time, except a lot of people have gone back and said, well, what about, you know, what happens there? What happens afterwards? Does he get away with it? Does he stay? And so, This was a Saturday Night Live skit, if I'm not mistaken, beforehand, and so this is basically a telling of what happened afterwards. Who really got away with what, and how did the characters conspire to make this to tie up all the loose ends? And so
I went online, I checked out the SNL episode. You know, I was cracking up when I got home. I was literally just laughing. I just fell on the floor and laughing. It kind of appealed to me, honestly. The ending, where I felt like I watched the full movie. I felt, Mr. Potter, how come he got away with it? That's not fair.
And so this parody is a parody. The parody that we're doing here tonight is a parody of a film. And so we've kind of utilized some of the same context and situations utilized in It's a Wonderful Life, along with the SNL parody that was done on Saturday Night Live about 20 years ago, and we've arrived at this final product that I think is going to be full of laughs tonight.
Then the rest of the characters plan a retaliation and a retribution against Mr. Potter.
So this is what happens when the cameras are all shut off.
Pretty much. This is what happens after filming. This is what happens when this is the real ending.
So it's a unique and funny way, because of how serious that movie was, to be able to take it and turn it into a comedy at the end of it. It's a nice little twist.
It's going to be sort of hard, and it's the same problem I had last time. Is it's a period, like it's a time period you're trying to capture, and if the characters aren't recognizable, people are going to be like, who's this guy and why is this important? You know, so we have to make sure that the costuming is right and that we convey this is who we are with our body language and the costumes and stuff.
I like this. Like, I like it's overwhelming, and I like that. I like things that are overwhelming. I like things that kind of like throw you off and you're just like, whoa, what am I supposed to do? I don't know why. I guess I'm just a thrill seeker like that. And this is gonna be something fun for me. Like, I've never done plays before. I've never even been in like a kid's play, I don't think. So this will be something new. I kind of want to see how the audience reacts to me, but I actually want to see my reaction to actually being on stage. So this will be fun.
And so this parody is a parody. The parody that we're doing here tonight is a parody of a film. And so we've kind of utilized some of the same context and situations utilized in It's a Wonderful Life, along with the SNL parody that was done on Saturday Night Live about 20 years ago, and we've arrived at this final product that I think is going to be full of laughs tonight.
Hello, I have a story for you. Oh, forgive me, my name is Clarence. Clarence Oddbody, first class. I'm an angel. That's me, second star to the left. Kind of poetic, like Peter Pan.
Get on with it.
Yes, that's my boss. He caught me finishing the book Tom Sawyer the other day and thought I was lying down on the job.
You know, Clarence, there are other plays this evening.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Anyway, I have a story for you. Tonight marks an historic and unique moment in the history of theater. After a search of almost 60 years, the fabled ending of Frank Capra's 1947 film, It's a Wonderful Life, has finally been discovered. Tonight, for the first time anywhere, the AI Theater Troupe is proud to present the fully realized vision of an authentic American genius. Now, I know that none of you have your wings just yet, so let me help you. I got mine, so I can see things you can't.
Oh, Clarence, get on with it.
I am. Now, see here. Concentrate, and you'll be able to see it. It's not quite a life where George Bailey was never born, but it is a lost ending to that vile and corrupt Mr. Potter, who for years thought he'd got away with it, which he did in the original movie. Well, tonight, we're going to fix things by returning to Bedford Falls.
Your wonderful old building in Loam. Those pedals there you are. Oh my God, Mary! Oh, Mary, you're not gonna believe it! I'm going to jail!
Oh, George, they've been coming all evening. They didn't ask any questions. All they said was if George Bailey needed help, we're here to help him.
By gum, a friend who has friends is a rich man indeed. At least, that's what my friend Clarence the Angel said. We wouldn't have a roof over our head if it wasn't for you, Georgie! Oh, don't you mention it, Bert.
We wouldn't have a home if it wasn't for you either.
Thank you, random street-walking tramp.
Merry Christmas, George!
Oh, Harry, how's it going?
Hey, listen up, everybody! I got a telegram all the way from London.
Go on.
Woo! The telegram reads, Dear George, stop. Mr. Gower cables you need cash. Stop. My office is instructed to wire you up to $8,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Oh my
God!
The herald
angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild.
So, George, the richest man in town, huh?
What do you want, Potter?
I want the money you owe me. Remember? The $8,000? The collectors are here and I'd like to have a word with you.
Well, I got the money, Potter. I got that and more.
Oh, yay. Oh, yes. Yes, oh. Yes, I love it. I'll be taking this and be on my way.
Everyone quiet. Oh, Uncle Billy, what is it?
I remember what happened to $8,000.
What? The $8,000? You remember?
Yes.
Well, what happened?
I had it in a newspaper, and I was going to the bank to make the deposit.
Right.
And then I gave it to someone.
Yeah? And who was it?
He gave it to Mary! Mary needed the money, you bad!
Oh, shut the hell up, Potter.
I had it in a newspaper.
Right.
I was going to the bank to deposit.
Like you said.
You know what, George? Leave this here. I'll come back for it in the morning.
And so, I had it in a newspaper. It was Potter.
That's preposterous. That's folly. It couldn't be me. Get me out of here.
No, it's not. I just called up the bank. They tell me that you deposited $8,000 right after I left.
Well, by gum, that's crazy. Hey, aren't you supposed to protect and serve? Get me out of here.
Hey, dispatch, we have a situation here.
Hey.
But I can't really hear you.
Is that even a real radio?
No. Peace out.
Oh, damn.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get him!
Now, George, you stay right there. Don't you move one more inch.
You made one fatal mistake, Potter. You double-crossed me, and you left me alive.
All right. I'll give the money back.
Oh, no, I don't want the money, Potter. I want a piece of you! Ow! You're not even handicapped.
I can explain. Shit.
You've really done it this time, haven't you? 50 points from Gryffindor. Mr. Potter.
My father will hear about this. Horizon, let's get it! Son of a bitch, you're such a big shot, don't you? Oh, God!
And so, George Bailey and company finally got their retribution against Mr. Potter over the matter of $8,000, and they lived happily ever after. On behalf of George and Mary and everyone else at Bedford Falls, I'm Clarence the Angel. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Merry Christmas!